and how long can you outlast it, and how long should you try to outlast it. And I think in March of 2020 nobody knew if this was going to be a 2-week deal or a 2-year deal. And it turned out to be somewhere in between. But we decided that the best thing for us to do was to sit it out. So we started having people work from home, and we figured out how to draw loan docs and do all those things from, remotely from people's houses, and keep everybody. We didn't lay off a single employee during that period of time. And some would have said that we should have, but I'm really glad that we didn't, because really about 2 or 3 months later, things started to turn around for us. And that's when our growth really started to take off. But it's difficult introspectively to think, how do we get through this without bankrupting ourselves?
I'm curious, was there tough conversations between the partners? One saying like, just get rid of, the fire sale in the sense of like, just, cut the expenses, cut the employees, and then you had the other side like, well, maybe somewhere between. I imagine it's not that extreme, but like, what were those like leadership conversations, and how did you best work through those with the partners?
Yeah, I was really fortunate, Brett, that I had some top quality partners. I mean, I think this is one of the things that where some businesses struggle is there's two issues that come up with partnerships. One is that you partner with yourself, and I don't mean that in the literal sense. I mean it in the figurative sense, that you find a partner that's you. They think the way you think. They would do the same thing you would do. They know the same things you know, and that's why you pick them. You're like, we agree on everything, so I'm going to pick this partner. But they really don't add anything to the equation other than just, another 24 hours of labor every day. Because, you want to have partners that know things you don't know, that have experience that you don't have. So that means picking somebody different than you. So that's kind of one problem that people run into in partnerships. The other is that they have partners where there's personality clashes and conflicts, where the partners just argue with each other. They can't agree on anything. If it's a 50-50 partnerships, it's a real disaster because there's no tiebreaker. This is where having three partners is great, because you can have a 2 out of 3 vote to make things happen. And that's our situation, is we had three people, so we always had the 2 out of 3.